How do we lose that game? How do we find a way to lose that game? How do we come out after halftime after being so hot, after being on fire, and then we come out the second half and just completely fall apart? Completely just fall apart. Everything was in our favor. So you tell me how we let them go on a run like that and knock us out. Like how? Like this was a perfect opportunity for us to go down to LSU and get this win. And we couldn't even get it done. Dillingham, hey, young fella, great ball game to you. Great second half to you. Defensively, second half, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. Like, it was there. We lost the game. Our defense just completely collapsed, man. We could not stop them. Couldn't make a basket, and we definitely wasn't getting a stop on defense. You know, this is a heartbreaker, man. Like, is LSU the team who usually does the tap ins and beats us like they did a couple of years ago when we went there? Here we are again, the same situation. All we had to block out. We block out, we win the ball game. Nope, didn't block out. The basics, and we lost the game. I don't want to say this is Cal's fault. Cal called timeout, threw up a play. We got a good shot off. We went up. That was just on us. That was just on the players out there tonight. They just didn't get it done. Over first half, we getting ready to take this ball game. Second half, it just wasn't the Kentucky team that we saw at Auburn. That wasn't nowhere like the team we saw in the first half. And we just lost. We just straight up lost. We let these guys beat us, man. I know it's tough to play on the road in the SEC, but this right here is just not acceptable. I get it. It's hard to play. But if you don't play no defense, if you don't try, then of course you're not going to win. And we didn't give ourselves the best opportunity today to win this ball game. We came out so flat in the second half. I don't know what happened. I don't know if we was tired. I don't know if we just didn't feel like it. But the second half just wasn't good for us at all, man. This is we fought, but it should never came to that. I get it. We didn't go away. We gave up the lead and we didn't lay down, and we found a way to come back. But it should never even been like that. This is heartbreak right here, man. Defense lost it, man. This that doesn't come down to whether we block out at the end of the ball game. Pick up every man. Make sure we're good to go on the out of bounds play, on the miss. This is much deeper than this. This is what we didn't do going down the stretch. Look, we got in foul trouble. That limited how aggressive we can play ball tonight. We couldn't just go at it because we had guys in foul troubles. Every other play was a foul, getting our guys in foul trouble. Like, it just, now we got to get ready for Alabama, man. Because this is one of them losses. It just makes you cross your arms and just rocks. I'm sitting out here in the middle of the desert, nothing but surrounded by sand, and I feel empty. I feel empty. Just didn't happen tonight, man. And we didn't have an answer for anything. We got a defensive stop when we needed it the most at the end of the game. Theo got a great defensive stop. Timeout. We went up. Everything we want to ask for. One lapse of a play at the end of the ball game, and we couldn't even get it stopped. Don't even bring up excuses. This is on Cal. I don't know how this is on Cal, man. Like I don't know. I mean, maybe maybe somebody can, if people's going to blame Cal, okay, blame Cal. His rotation wasn't big tonight. He went with the guys who was playing ball. He kept it like that. Cal didn't give up. He didn't give up that lead, man. Our players gave up our lead. I get it. People don't like Cal. Okay, that's cool. But at the end of the day, like, our players didn't make stops when our players were supposed to make stops. Our players couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the bleeding. The ball that should have been traveling. Yep, sure should have on that traveling. Coach Betty told his players drive it and wouldn't stop foul most of the time. I mean, we just got in foul trouble so bad tonight. And I don't think we could. I mean, hey man, Reeves had a great shooting game tonight. I wish we could have closed it out. Every time we have a player who just goes off and has a really good game, we don't win. When we equally or across the board and everybody's on everything, that kind of games that we actually win. Dillingham had a terrific game. Reeves had a terrific game. That's more games that we just wasn't able to bring home. Now we got to get on the plane and figure this out again, man. You know, this loss is not on Cal, man. And I get it. On my show, people can voice their opinions. I'm not going to kick you off. I'm not going to delete you, none of stuff. But I just don't think this is on Cal tonight. I just don't. I mean, what do we get for like, we didn't get a whole lot from Wagner tonight. We didn't get a whole lot from him. If it wasn't for Dillingham, we'd probably lose that game by 15. Dillingham just kept playing. We found a way to stay in. McMahon is a better coach, and I said far Cal and Hardman 2 years ago. It may be. No, it might. People might want to fire Cal and get rid of Cal. That's fine. But at some point, you acknowledge that those young men out there on the court, they have to take ownership of what their responsibility is. Like, what do you want Cal to do? Last week, we played a tremendous basketball game last week. I didn't see one fire Cal. I didn't say, well, I didn't say anything about Cal. We lose a ball game because our young men, we don't get a stop. We let them run all over us. We can't do anything. We get any momentum, we get a foul on us. I bet you if I look at my phone right now, I bet you I see at least 4 people with at least three or 4 fouls. Like you can't really get anything established like that because you got to play. They're calling it ticky-tack fouls on everything that we do. We just got to. But it should have never came down to this last play. We got to put it like this. But Reeves just quit shooting. Hey, Wagner and Dillingham killed us for a long time during Dillingham got hot. This is lost to a bad LSU team. I just don't know. LSU's not a good team. Now they done went down. Now they done took down Kentucky. Now they done took down South Carolina. At what point do we say we got to get these are the games that we have to have? Like, okay, we lose to Alabama or we lose to Tennessee. But these kind of games are the games that we got to have. You got to find a way to beat LSU, period. No and ifs about it. That is these are the wins that we got to find a way to win. Defense wasn't there tonight, plus the foul calling. That's it. Like, the defense in the second half just wasn't there. Kentucky offensive in the first half, down the stretch, we closed out right. We did the right thing. Second half, came out, scored a little bit, and that was it. Just can't, man. Right now, can't lose to LSU, Vanderbilt, or Arkansas games. These are the games that you just got to find a way to win. And this is unacceptable. And our fans are like saying, when are we going to have some consistency? When are we going to go out here and when can we take care of teams that we're supposed to beat? LSU just wasn't afraid of Kentucky. They wasn't going away, man. They just wasn't going to run. And Kentucky didn't live up to the challenge once they start losing that lead. They didn't live up to what they were supposed to. And that's why we lost the ball game tonight. We missed 15 layups, so it's on us. It's on us. I know that there's a lot of times that people look. There's a lot of times people can blame Cal for his inability to coach at the end of the ball game, for him to do this and for Cal to do this. But you cannot put this on Calipari tonight. I'm not here advocating for Calipari to stay here for another 20 years. That's not what I'm doing. But these young men on the floor, they got to take ownership of what their jobs is. They got to take ownership of this. You know, this is horrible, man. It is. I'm driving, and I don't even know why I'm driving. I still got like 25 minutes before I got to drive. I'm driving way in the desert right now to drop off some stuff for work. So I just pulled over off in the desert on the side of the road, and I'm just sitting here because I don't know what to do. Like I'm shaking. I'm sad. I'm upset. I'm embarrassed that we let that lead just die like it did. You know, for real. I just had to pull over and just be like, and just stop, because I don't know what else. I don't. Okay, guys, LSU's game's over. Let's get ready for Alabama. The guys, instead of getting these 5-star players out of high school with no heart or class for the name on the front of the jersey instead of the name on the back. Until we do, we will never be a caliber. I ain't ready to believe that yet, man. I mean, I think our guys got class. I don't know. Does class really help us with defense? I mean, we fought, man. We got in foul trouble. We couldn't get anything going. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to beat, look, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, we're going to beat Alabama. I'm calling it right now. Kentucky's going to find a way to knock off Alabama at home. You mark my word. They're going to beat Alabama at home. After coming off a loss like this hurts. This hurts these guys, man. To give up a lead and let them tap it in, it just doesn't make sense, man. Somebody make it make sense for me, because it doesn't. It really doesn't. Running over each other in second half. See, that's bad to have those two in the ball game at the same time. Bradshaw, I get it. Cal is probably giving you the green light to shoot threes. I get all that. I'm not saying you can't make it, but this is not about being selfish and wanting to take a 3-pointer just so you can say you hit a shot or that you took a shot. Right now, that was a bad shot, Bradshaw. That 3 you took earlier, that was a bad shot. Everything here's got to be calculated. It's got to be ready, and we didn't take care of that tonight. This program isn't top tier anymore. In the last 23 years, we have 5-year streak of streaky goodness. Guys, what's going to happen next, man? Do you guys think we have what it takes to beat Alabama Saturday at home? Do you think coming off this game right here, we'll play inspired, that we will play angry for attitude? Really? This is the loss that all of us tonight, as late as it is, we're going to have a hard time falling asleep, because this is a game that we should have took home with us tonight. This is a game that we should have won, and we let it go. The players let this game go, man. But I think we can beat Alabama. 90s, when we had 8 Elite Eights and 4 Final Fours. Man. Kentucky's just got to find a way we just got to work through this, man. We just got to, I hope Mitchell's back. I hope he's healthy. I hope his shoulders, I get it. I got bad shoulders. I get it. Bad shoulders hurt. They hurt a lot. They do. And while I can still live a life, I get it. I have certain things that I just can't do. So I get it about Trey Mitchell being hurt. I hope he's healthy. I hope he can come back out at home against Alabama. But we got to stop this, man. We got to get this. This is a bad loss on our schedule. LSU is not even in consideration for the bubble right now. And this is the loss we took. It's not good. It's just not a good look. We could beat anyone if the players aside. If I have $1 for every 10-point lead this team has lost, I could eat a flamethrower and a blizzard at Dairy Queen. We just gotta find a way to fix this, man. Like we really, really do. We gotta find a way to fix this because we're too late into the season to be trying to fix these problems. I don't think losing when a team loses, it's like all the little dirty things, the little dirty secrets, they just come out from all over the place. Just Kentucky's got to do better than this, man. They got to fix it. They just got to fix it for real. And I don't know how they're gonna do that, but they can't come out flat against Alabama, and they got to win that game. Like if there's been a game that we gotta win, we gotta win this Alabama game. Losing this game tonight set us back a little bit. It dropped us down a little bit. It did. Florida lost tonight would have been great. We would have went over them. We just didn't make it happen, man. Look like we might play our way into a Thursday ball game in the SEC tournament. The way we playing. We're playing like we want to play on Thursday. That's how we playing. Go Kentucky, I guess. Just need to we just need to see what we're gonna do. Because whatever this is, as they say in relationships, this ain't working. If we're gonna have this relationship, we gotta work on how we can fix this. Cal problems is he got to put a zone defense, and sometimes because the second half they couldn't guard. They couldn't. If anybody if you want to say Cal should have did that, and Cal made a bad decision by not going zone, you can say that. But we knew Cal wasn't going to play zone anyway. It didn't matter. So if you want to say Cal needs to do better than that, then it is. And I agree with all of them. Embarrassing. But we should be used to it by now. And to me, that's the sad part about being a Kentucky fan is when you when you start getting used to this. When you start getting used to this, then that's when it's a problem. And I think it's all just said. I think when this happens, when you get embarrassed this much, it starts to feel normal. It doesn't bother you anymore. Your conscience doesn't bother you. You sleep. You don't have a hard time sleeping at night. And here at Kentucky, losing like this and having seasons like this should never be the norm. Never be the norm. It just shouldn't. I had a Vanderbilt guy tell me, and I don't know why I listen to a Vanderbilt guy, but he's my friend and I like him. He told me that we're spoiled. He told me that he said Kentucky fans are just spoiled. They said we're entitled. Take it for what it is from a Vandy fan. But you expect more. You expect more from a Kentucky team because it means more. It doesn't mean as much to Vandy as it does to us or other teams. It means the world to us here at Kentucky. And when it starts feeling normal, and when you start getting used to it, and you're no longer numb because of things like this happen, then guess what? That's when you know you have a problem. That's when you know things are out of control. That's when you know things need to change. And that's where we're at right now. So that's where Kentucky basketball is at right now. We go down, had an opportunity. Even if we'd have won by one, would have been on court. It's just about winning and moving on. It's just about, but we're moving on. We just went back to the loss column. It just is. So yeah, don't let a Vandy fan live in your head rent free. There you go. Well, I talk to him all the time because him and I, we gotten close or whatever, really close friendship. But you're right. I shouldn't. I just had a Duke fan. A Duke fan just text me and tell me UK suck, and that's all they said. Come on, dude. Like this team is lopsided like last year. I'm going to be honest with you. If we made half the layups we missed, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We wouldn't. We missed a lot of layups tonight, guys. It just wasn't when I posted my question at halftime thoughts, first half thoughts against LSU. Some of my comments that I put is if we can just get the ball to drop. We couldn't. We just couldn't. Cal drew up a good play, and Rob made an ISO shot for a game winner. The ball bounced LSU twice. One was that's it. The ball just fell the way they needed it to fall tonight. I hope people out here are not just going to just give up on the Cats. We lost a heartbreaker tonight. That shouldn't happen. Period. I don't care what you say. We shouldn't have lost tonight. But we still got to continue to support our Wildcats, man. Even in the rough times like this, we still got to find a way to support them. A couple of months together, and then they are gone in the first year. These kids need to stay together. They do. Baker walked through our 7-footers tonight. We know that Bradshaw is not that physical. He can be maybe at times, but Uniso was in foul trouble. He couldn't be aggressive. I mean, that's what hurt us. And Uniso just couldn't be aggressive because every little thing he was doing, he was getting a foul called on him. We had to set him down. People storm the courts because people want to beat Kentucky. You got to act like you've been there before. When you storm the court, it's almost like saying, oh, my God, I'm shocked. We beat Kentucky. Oh, my goodness. That's why people storm the courts against Kentucky, because it's their everything. We beat Kentucky at the buzzer. Why not? And Kentucky just got to do better, man. Be in. He looks lost when he's in. Big Z, he goes in. He just doesn't look like he's in the ball game. Missed a ton of free throws too. Our free throws kept us in the ball game. I think we went 12 for 12 for the night for free throws. So I mean, we did some good things except win the ball game. And we did and we did one bad thing. We reverted back to who we was before the LSU. I mean, before the Ole Miss game. We reverted back in the second half to that defensive team that was 316th in the country. That's who we can. Exactly. LSU could not hit no free throws tonight. And we went 100%, I think, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. He's not used to a whistle. Why Reed don't try to shoot the ball. Reed had a turnover down the stretch. All that went, like when Dillingham hit the shot, everything that we had dealt with, everything, it's like it erased everything momentarily. Momentarily, it erased everything until we let those guys go get that shot at them. And that's what hurt us. I don't either. Any big aggression or like any hurry up or any like let me be physical. I don't. And these guys, these young men, they're going to the next level. Like, where do they think they're going? They think they're going to play with kids? Like, these are grown dudes in the NBA. You think they're going to take it easy on you just because you're a rookie? That's when they're going to go at you really hard. And if you can't even find a way to adjust to what's going on here at Kentucky at this year, at this level, you're not going to the next level and playing. You're going to find yourself in the G League. You're going to be riding buses to ball games. This is not what you want. He's got to come out and he's got to make it up in his mind that he's got to be better. I think Cal wants to play him, but when he goes in the ball game, he just looks lost. He just looks like let me give you 2 or 3 minutes of rest for somebody, and then you take me back out. Even if it's that long, that's how Z looks out there. We got to get better. I don't know why Dillingham only played well. Like the first half, I think the first half he only had 1 point. He didn't. It was the second half when he went off. Second half is when he went off. Seems like every year some team gets last minute shot like that. They do, and it always seems to be LSU when they get it. LSU, Arkansas, all of this. It hurts who we are as a team. It really, really does. So we gotta do something better for sure. And because this right here is just not. We got out rebound the second half and no business taking the last shot that early. This is first half we rebounded really good. The first half, I mean, if there's anything that we can be happy about, we can talk about the rebounding and how much we hustled in the first half. Our defensive intensity, our level of just wanting to rebound, all of that stuff in the first half was just on point. The ball wasn't dropping because we was missing free throws in the first half, but at least we came out and looked like we really wanted to play defense and rebound the basketball. The second half, I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure if they went in and took a nap at halftime. I'm not sure if they didn't get any Gatorade. I'm not sure if they drank any pickle juice for cramps. I don't know what went on in the second half. I would like to be a fly on the wall to understand what was going on out there. And that's real talk right there. It really is. So, come on, Catch. We got to get to Damian Collins. I've been watching him. I've been keeping an eye on Damian Collins, and I don't think he's played in the last 10 games, 10, 15 games, if not more. I'm not sure if he's red-shirted because of the situation that's going on. I'm not sure what's going on, but he ain't played in like 10, 11 games straight. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what's going on, but I was kind of hoping to see him on the floor tonight. I told another guy today I'm not worried about Damian Collins because he's not playing. So I don't think he's going to be. He wasn't going to be a problem anyway. He was hurt. Okay, so he's actually hurt. So So that's what's going on. So we just got to figure out a way to bounce back. As angry as I am, we still got stuff that we got. Damian has shoulder issues. I mean, he's been hurt for a while. He ain't been playing. That's for sure. Because I definitely wanted to see him play, and we didn't get to see him play tonight against the Cats. So I assume he'll be back next year as well too. So, but hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I wish I can go longer. I'm actually at work. I'm driving in the desert. I'm trying to go drop some stuff off for work. They probably gonna wonder where I'm at, but I don't care because I'm a Kentucky fan, and that's where my heart's at for sure. And go Cats. If you haven't followed me yet on Twitter, it's Big Mike 2014-23. Look me up on my YouTube page. I appreciate everyone who's went and followed me. Thank you so much. And I appreciate it. Go Cats. Come on, man. Let's just get this win. Let's just get this win over Alabama, and then we can. This LSU loss is still gonna hurt us. It ain't gonna go nowhere, but at least we can just try to move forward. And what bigger win than to knock off Alabama Saturday night at home if we can get that done? Please don't make it. What would that be? 5? If we lose Alabama, that's 5 losses at home this year. 5 losses at home this year. We can't do that, man. We can't do that. We really can't, man. So we got to get ready for Saturday. We can be upset all night long. We can be sad. We can be angry, because I am. But at the end of the day, we can't get this game back. Only thing we can do is just move forward, and let's just see what happens. So go Cats. Bad loss tonight. Nah, I'm not gonna say it's a bad loss, mate. It's a horrible loss tonight. Let's just call it what it is. It's horrible that we lost this ball game tonight. Period. We got to do better, for real. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. You've been watching the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your host, Mike. Thank you guys for all. I appreciate everything you guys do. Thanks for the support, love, and you guys have a good night. And I'm going to go find where I got to go at way out here in the desert.